drive, mother.
You ever notice how you'll put off a 5-minute task for 3 weeks, but somehow watch 3 seasons of a Netflix show in one sitting? Yeah, that's not laziness, that's your brain being a sneaky little con artist. Procrastination feels like comfort in the moment, but it's basically your brain setting booby traps for your future self. It's not even your fault. Your brain is literally wired to sabotage your to-do list. Today, I'll break down why you procrastinate everything, the sneaky tricks your brain plays, and how to finally beat it before your future self comes back and sues you. Procrastination isn't just being lazy, it's a deeply rooted brain glitch tied to how we process pain, reward, and time. At the core is something called time inconsistency. Your brain values immediate comfort way more than future rewards. That's why scrolling TikTok feels like heaven, while working on a project due next week feels like torture. Your brain simply doesn't care about future you. The real villain here is the limbic system, the emotional, instinctive part of your brain that wants dopamine right now. When you face a boring or stressful task, the limbic system takes over, screaming, "Avoid this!" Meanwhile, the more logical prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for long-term planning, sits there quietly, often losing the fight. The result? You put things off, even when you know it'll hurt later. Procrastination isn't about not knowing what to do. It's about how your brain interprets discomfort. The task feels too big, too boring, or too stressful. So your brain hands you a quick escape, social media, snacks, or suddenly deciding it's the perfect time to clean your room. Short-term relief wins, long-term goals lose. So when you procrastinate, you're not broken. You're just caught in an ancient brain battle between comfort now and rewards later. So why do you procrastinate everything, from replying to texts to starting that massive project? The answer lies in how your brain handles stress and avoidance. Whenever you're faced with a task that feels overwhelming, boring, or uncertain, your brain interprets it as a threat. Not a tiger chasing you kind of threat, but still enough to trigger stress signals. And what does your brain do when stressed? It looks for escape routes. That escape might be a quick snack, a YouTube binge, or a 5-minute break that somehow lasts 3 hours. Your brain rewards you with a tiny burst of dopamine for avoiding the discomfort, so you keep repeating the cycle. Over time, your brain literally rewires itself to associate procrastination with relief. There's also perfectionism at play. If your brain thinks this has to be perfect or it's a failure, the pressure makes starting impossible. Instead of risking imperfection, you delay. Then there's decision fatigue. Too many choices or unclear steps can paralyze you, so your brain defaults to doing nothing. And let's not forget the sneakiest reason of all, your brain's warped sense of time. Future deadlines feel unreal, so tomorrow always seems like a better idea, until tomorrow actually arrives. In short, you procrastinate everything, because your brain is stuck in a loop. Stress arrow, avoidance arrow, temporary relief, arrow more stress. It's not laziness, it's faulty wiring. So how do you actually beat procrastination when your brain is so addicted to dodging responsibility? The trick isn't to wait for motivation, it's to outsmart your brain's avoidance wiring. First, use the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll just do the task for 2 minutes. Your brain sees it as low effort, so it stops panicking. And often, once you start, momentum takes over and you keep going. Second, break tasks into ridiculously small chunks. Don't write finish essay, write open document, write first sentence, add one example. Your brain loves small wins, and each one gives you a dopamine boost that replaces the quick hit reward of procrastination. Third, remove friction. Put your phone in another room, block distracting sites, or work in a clean space. The less tempting the escape routes, the easier it is to stay on track. Fourth, trick your brain with immediate rewards. Pair boring tasks with something enjoyable, like working while sipping your favorite drink or listening to instrumental music. Your brain begins to link progress with pleasure instead of pain. Finally, learn to forgive yourself when you slip up. Self-blame fuels the stress avoidance cycle. Instead, reset quickly and keep going. At the end of the day, procrastination isn't about laziness, it's your brain chasing comfort. But if you make the work itself feel less threatening and more rewarding, you can retrain it. The sooner you start, the sooner your brain stops being your biggest obstacle. And there you have it, the messy truth about why your brain loves procrastination and how you can finally stop being its hostage. If even one of these tips hit you in the gut, that's your sign to put them into action today, not someday. Also, quick favor, I'm on a mission to hit 200 subscribers before October, and every single click on that red button genuinely helps me get there. So if you learned something new, or if your brain is still procrastinating, even on hitting subscribe, do it right now before it forgets. Drop a comment telling me your biggest procrastination trap, and maybe I'll roast it in the next video. Go start that thing you've been putting off. Peace out.